Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open greatly. Today, we're going to be trying out Shadow Venusaur paired with the Jellicent and the Dedenne in the back. We have a nice little core of Venusaur and Jelly. Unfortunately, we face a pretty tough lead, so we're going to have to go into our Jelly immediately. This Jelly is going to have to put in a lot of work as it's not necessarily the best save swap, but in this particular scenario, we did find some pretty neutral matchups. Our opponent does end up throwing a weather ball. We are going to be able to tank that, and now we're just going to apply the pressure. Huge shadow ball goes through, doesn't quite KO, but we did grab a shield. We try to get the farm down, unable to get the farm down. There goes the weather ball, easily taking us out, and now will we have the backline that we want with some energy? So, looks like our opponent has the Azu in the back, and that is going to be decent for our Dedenne matchup. All we have to do here is think about shielding here, as we want to boost up eventually. And we do force out the switch. Our opponent does leave into their Altaria. They tanked the play rub, and down goes the Altaria, and now we are in a really good spot as this parabolic charge not only gets the last shield, but it buffs our defense. And because we have so much residual energy, we get to another parabolic charge to take out the Azu. So GG, so our opponent winning play was going for the play rub into the Altaria, as that was the damage we needed to farm down and win the game. All right, next we're going to have Shadow Venusaur into the Wiggly. Fantastic lead. Let's see if or when they swap out. We overfarm here a little bit and going for this Sludge. Our opponent does realize that that's the Sludge and shields. They go for the Swift, okay, and they're still staying in. So maybe this is a Mud Slapper in the back, as they are really hesitant to switch out. Finally get the swap out. We have the shield advantage, and this is going to be the Thunder Punch. That's fine, but we can survive it. We think that this is still pretty tanky, so we go for the Shadow Ball, and now we're going to have Jelly chip away with another Surf. So now we get this Wiggly extremely low. Still think there's a Mud Slapper in the back is my assumption, but let's see what we actually see. Swift is going to get used, and they get to another move. We're going to shield here because we have no idea what's in the back at this point. Oh, okay. No Mud Slapper ends up being the Lapras, and this Dedenne is going to have a field day as we get the first parabolic charge, super effective damage, and we get the buff. So we are going to be able to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. On to the next. So we have Shadow Venusaur into the Dusknoir here. Both of us pretty attack weighted, I guess. And we get to this Frenzy first, as they're trying to throw in good timing. Do we want to invest a shield here? We say no, we're just going to let it go and head into the Jelly matchup. The Jelly matchup, we're looking for some good farm. Are we going to be able to get it? All right, we get a little bit of extra farm, but we have to throw a Surf anyways. Okay. They actually shielded, indicating they don't want to see this Jelly for some reason. But we were going to sack the Jelly anyways. And now we have no shields on both sides, but they have the Pokemon advantage. Do they have a Mud Slapper? Nope. They actually bring in their Empoleon, so this is really good news. Whoa, they actually have the double water in the back, and that is terrible news for our opponent, as the Dedenne is already buffed, and it would be able to reach those parabolic charges easily before they get to their next move. So GG's. Next, we're going to have Wiggly again into the Venusaur. Venusaur finding a lot of good leads. This is what we thought that last matchup was going to play out, but it looks like our opponent is going to swap into their Mud Slapper first. We end up baiting them and grabbing a shield, and because of that, we are going to be able to win alignment if we want it. Okay, they decided double shield. Makes sense. And we were gonna have to throw the surf anyways. This surf goes into the Wiggly, chips away at the health. Will they try to farm us down? They throw a move into our Venusaur. Swift is gonna get used, pretty decent damage, as we are Shadow, and we are gonna take this out now with our Sludge. We kind of think that this team has 2 Mudslappers at this point, so we try to get rid of it, but our opponent does win the cap time. We go for the serve, getting rid of that one. Oh, okay, ends up being a Jelly in the back, so Jelly is not going to appreciate the Dedenne. We get the parabolic charge to go off first, and we get the buff, so we are easily going to survive this. And now all we have to do is just get to the next parabolic charge, which we do, and this is going to take out the Jelly. So GG's to our opponents. They had a interesting backline. We see the Wiggly Mudslapper core pretty common, but the Jelly, I guess, is also trying to prevent opposing Mudslappers from truly RPSing them, mainly like a Gastrodon, right? All right, here we go. We got the worst matchup here, as this Fearow is going to be a core breaker between our Jelly and our Venusaur. Our opponent does a great job catching the move, and let's see if they have the Earth Power or not. No Earth Power. Body Slam is going to get used, but we are boosted with defense so we can survive it. Huge Play Rough goes through, doesn't quite allow us to get the farm down, so they still get alignment, and now our opponent is going to be able to get the matchup they need. Fearow is coming back in, and they actually swap out into their Ferrothorn. So do we have a sliver of hope here? Because we have an opportunity to potentially catch a move later, and we still have a shield to use. Shadow Ball is going to go through, so nice damage. And there's the Power Whip. And now we're going to have to try to get rid of this or grab a shield. Our opponent decides to let it go, and they realize that their win condition is 2 shield Fearow. This is probably going to get a shield at this point. Yep. And then our Venusaur is just way too low, unfortunately. We needed to somehow go into this endgame with 1-0 shields. So down goes our team, unfortunately, and the Fearow was too good. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.